If you sit with Heather Elizabeth Brown for only a few minutes, it's hard not to recognize progress.
Are you okay? Okay, all right.
And the mere fact she allowed us to interview her at all.
I really struggle with some of the things that I used to do, like having people in my house. This is actually a big moment. I can't wait to tell my counselor about this.
2 years ago, Heather Elizabeth got sick with COVID-19. 2 negative tests tried to prove otherwise, but she just knew and admitted herself to the hospital, where doctors quickly diagnosed her with COVID-induced pneumonia in both lungs.
The lead specialist said, "Your lungs are failing, and at this point, the only thing that we can think to do to save your life is to put you on a ventilator." I wrote my will on a napkin, and I put it in the boot of my shoe, for my mom to find, and I texted her and told her where it was. So on April 18th of 2020, I went onto the ventilator. They put me in a medically induced coma, and I was on the ventilator for 31 days.
And that was only the beginning of Heather Elizabeth's troubles. According to federal data, as many as 1 in 4 Americans, or 23 million who contract COVID-19, will have lingering symptoms more than 6 months after infection. On a large scale, it affects the labor market. At the end of August, the Brookings Institution estimated 15% of open jobs in our country were left unfilled because of long COVID.
So I have quite a few medications for a couple different things.
But on a small scale,
A dermatology medication.
it disrupts the life of every person who has it.
I have albuterol, so I have a rescue inhaler.
Every day, Heather Elizabeth takes 20 medications just to get her through the day.
You know, we talk about some of the physical parts, but the mental and emotional strain is really great. And I think the anxiety is probably one of the greatest things for me.
It's why the U.S. government, for the first time, has created a plan to understand the long-term disease more thoroughly. It acknowledged more research is urgently needed to study the more than 200 symptoms and 50 conditions attributed to long COVID. Through the creation of a new office within Health and Human Services, the government hopes to expand access to long COVID clinics and also to develop evidence-based treatments for symptoms and conditions.
I'm appreciative of the response that the government has had. It could be less, but it also could be more.
And for advocates and patients like Heather Elizabeth, that's progress, which is all they've wanted from the start.
I think that the next step involves continuing to build the community. I think when the community is strong and connected, then the voice is stronger and is amplified.
In Detroit, Michigan, I'm Dan Grossman.
The race continues. Next.